Hello, movie buffs. Get ready to dive into the world of storytelling as we dissect and review the latest film on Film Recapflix. Sit back, relax, and let's get started. The film begins with Shrike's voice quickly summarizing a horrific event known as the 60-Minute War, in which the Ancient Ones lay waste to the world around them, and those who survived formed mobile predator cities that ruled over the lesser cities. Hester Shaw, a 28-year-old lady, lives in Salzhaken, a Bavarian mining town on wheels. The much bigger predator city of London pursues the smaller town across the hunting grounds, as the rich and well-kept residents of London applaud as if it were a sport. The residents of the little village fear as Hester rushes to the front, ready to be absorbed by London, with her sights set on London's head of the Guild of Historians, Thaddeus Valentine. Salzhaken is brought into London in a couple of seconds. Tom Natsworthy, a young apprentice historian, meets Valentine's daughter Catherine as they visit London's little museum of old tech, where Tom is sent by his boss, Chudley Pomeroy, to pick up some tech. They view a short film in which a bioweapon known as Medusa is blamed for the carnage caused by the 60-Minute War. Tom is dispatched to London's lower level by the spying chief navigator called Herbert Maliphant to spend some time with Kate, but she ends up accompanying Tom to his goal. Salzhaken residents are hauled in for processing. Valentine arrives to supervise the situation as one of the guards attacks a man from the little village. Tom notices Hester getting closer to Valentine. He calls out to Valentine to warn him, but Hester soon stabs Valentine. She removes her scarf, revealing her face scar, and tells Valentine that this is for her mother, Pandora. Tom, who pursues her to a garbage chute, stops her before she can murder Valentine. Hester is ready to jump when Tom catches her wrist. Before she lets go of Tom's hold and goes down the chute, she instructs him to ask Valentine what he did to her mother and how he gave Hester her scar. When Valentine comes, Tom begins to wonder what Hester meant by what she said. Valentine replies by throwing Tom down the chute just as Kate and others arrive, explaining that Tom fell in as a result of his quarrel with Hester. Kate realizes that another man, Bevis Pod, witnessed the entire incident. Hester and Tom are dumped off on the outskirts of an unidentified place. She picks his pockets and snatches his money and knife before fleeing. Tom wakes up and pursues Hester, thinking they should keep together, but she rejects him. They are soon discovered by scavengers and hauled to the settlement of Scuttlebug. Valentine meets with London's mayor, Magnus Crome, to discuss his intentions for the city, but Crome is skeptical because London follows the municipal Darwinism concept. Valentine then travels to see his top scientist, Dr. Twix, who is working on a weapon for Valentine. She also suggests a remedy to Valentine's problem with Hester. Kate rushes to find Bevis and inquire about what he witnessed. He is hesitant to say anything since he knows it would land him in hot water, but he ultimately discloses to Kate that he witnessed her father pushing Tom down the chute. Furthermore, Bevis is aware that Valentine is concealing something and is constructing something within St. Paul's Cathedral, and the two attempt to find a way in. The folks who take Hester and Tom and look kind, but then lock the two in a cell. Hester then tells Tom about losing her mother when she was 8 years old. Valentine was good friends with Pandora and always treated Hester with respect until the day Pandora and Valentine both discovered something that Pandora knew Valentine desired for his own sinister motives. When Hester attempted to defend her mother, Valentine stabbed Pandora in front of her and sliced her face. Pandora handed Hester a necklace with an eye sign before she died, and Hester escaped. Valentine travels to an offshore jail in search of Shrike, a half-cyborg, half-zombie-like monster with a past with Hester. Hester and Tom are carried to Rustwater for an auction where they will be sold as slaves. When Hester is brought up for sale, a woman called Anna Fang jumps up and declares that she will take her. The auctioneer is aware that Anna is a wanted fugitive with a price on her head in London. But Anna frees Hester and Tom after murdering the auctioneer and several of his men. They board her plane, the Jenny Hanover, but Shrike notices them. As Tom climbs the rope to the airplane, he tries to climb up and grab them. Anna throws a knife to Hester in order to free Tom, but she throws it to Tom in order to free Shrike. As they travel to their next location, Anna speaks to Hester and tells her that she knew Pandora and has been looking for her since Pandora's death. Herbert goes to locate Valentine in order to suck up to him by informing him that an ancient tech cache has been unearthed, and Herbert now has Valentine's attention. Hester tells Tom how she met Shrike. Shrike discovered her when she ran away as a youngster and reared her for years as if she were his own. He had always sensed Hester's sadness and provided a remedy to alleviate her suffering. Shrike unveiled a robotic body he built for Hester, allowing her to die and be reincarnated as a machine with no recollection of her past tragedies. She almost accepted his offer until she learned of Valentine's impending arrival, at which point she left Shrike alone and enraged by her lie. Anna takes Hester and Tom to Airhaven, where they meet her Anti-Traction League partners. She informs Hester that Pandora was attempting to conceal something from Valentine. Meanwhile, Kate and Bevis do more research by chatting with Pomeroy. He guides them discreetly down a tunnel into the cathedral when Kate notices Valentine's enormous Medusa weapon. She also witnesses him shooting down Chrome when he discovers the weapon himself. Anna and her team are working to find a means to stop Valentine from bringing the weapon to Shangguo, a non-mobile metropolis that was originally China, and destroying the wall that shuts it off before destroying the rest of the city. Shrike then enters and begins attacking Anna's comrades. As the survivors attempt to flee, Airhaven begins to burn. Shrike pursues Hester and Tom, nearly killing Tom until Hester begs him to leave Tom alone. Shrike realizes Hester has feelings for Tom. He also discovers that he has been severely injured in the struggle, and that he is going to die for good. He breaks Hester's pledge and lets her leave. Shrike's dying thoughts are of Hester as a youngster as she tearfully departs him. She and Tom, along with Anna and a few others, flee. Valentine is getting ready to take London to Shangguo. Anna approaches Governor Quan for assistance in launching the anti-tractionist fleet against London. As they get closer to the wall, the heroes fly toward London. Valentine summons Medusa to launch the first major attack against the wall. Kate realizes what type of man her father is and refuses to support him. As another bomb hits the wall, many of Anna's teammates are shot down and killed. Hester and Anna make it to London and visit St. Paul's. Hester discovers that her mother's jewelry contains the Medusa murder drive. Valentine and Anna struggle while Hester attempts to shut down Medusa before the final explosion completely destroys the wall. Valentine murders Anna, but she survives long enough to see Medusa shut down. Valentine still intends to crash London into the wall, claiming millions of lives in the process. Kate tries to halt London's engine, but it refuses to move. Tom directs the Jenny Hanover at the engine, prompting London to slow down. Valentine attempts to flee on his own plane until Hester pursues him. He tells her that he is her father and that he was in love with Pandora before her death. Hester declines the opportunity to murder Valentine. She boards the Jenny Hanover with Tom before he fires a shot at Valentine's plane, causing it to fall to the ground. Valentine lives, but only long enough to know that the tracks of London are going to crush him. When Hester sees this, she sighs and laughs triumphantly. Kate takes the Londoners to the top of Shangguo's wall, where she welcomes Quan calmly, and he accepts them in for refuge. As the dawn rises, Hester and Tom hug as they board the Jenny Hanover for their journey around the world. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of viewers. Thank you.